Alright, so we are in Doom 2, difficulty 3, and we are entering the skill nodes. I want to make a small guide on how I do the skill nodes, just to help an alliance mate out. So, first of all, starting with the first skill node, this is the team I'm using, and you might notice that I actually have Moon Dragon in here instead of Shadow Carter. There's few reasons for that. First of all, I want to make sure that entering the second node my team is at full health, and I can save my cooldowns on Sharon Carter for the second node. And that's mostly it. I just found that this team usually makes easy work out of this node. Hopefully I don't screw this up once I've or jinx it now that I've already practiced this is easy for me, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright. I actually have no idea on my cooldowns on Kestrel, because I sort of just flew through the tech nodes and I didn't plan on entering the skill nodes today. But let's see how it goes. Alright, so we have the special, so that's a good thing. Definitely starting special in here in the middle. And we got a bit unlucky and we got blinded on Shang-Chi, which is usually a bad thing because Shang-Chi is super valuable here. But yeah, definitely going with the ultimate firstly. And that should be triggering the passive from Crystal. And next we can just target anyone with Death Down, and that should bring the Jubilee out of the board. Alright, so we can just use anything over here just to make sure that we can actually... We could heal up if we wanted, but I don't think we need to do that in this situation, so I'm just gonna go with the basic over here. Alright, and there's the passive again from Crystal. I don't want to use the special right now. That's because Crystal is about to take her turn, and she would just murder the summons anyway. So I'm just gonna go with the basic on there, and just to trigger that Kestrel ping again. Alright. We got a bit lucky because that definitely could have killed us. Usually if your Shang-Chi has a turn and doesn't get blinded, you can actually kill either Black Bolt or Crystal before they can do their magic on there. And usually I just use the Mariah Hill special to finish off Crystal before she takes a turn. But yeah, now we could definitely use the ultimate over here and just turn me to rewind these suckers down. Get a ping over there. And I don't think we need to use anything here. Let's go for Black Bolt again. Now we can definitely use the special over here. It's a safe place to use that. And there goes Black Bolt. Alright, so this is sort of bad for the summons, but what do? Just gonna go with the basic over here. Actually, we should go with the ultimate. Oh, we don't have to target him anymore. Doesn't matter. And now I'm just gonna be targeting the basic over here and hopefully turn me to rewinding those guys. Alright, let's go with the special over here. I want to get Black Bolt down usually as soon as possible, because Black Bolt is the one who can actually turn the tide for these guys. And I think we're just gonna go with the basic. Slow works wonders, and we can use the ultimate over here because we are not using her in the second node. So let's use that. Just healing, defense downs, and now it should be really easy to finish this node up. But if this went a bit differently, you could have used that special to heal someone a bit before. You could have used that Shang-Chi ultimate a bit earlier to make sure that you get turn meter rewinded, and that sort of protects you as well. So there's definitely things that could have gone differently, but mostly it would have been making this a bit easier for you. So I don't think this is any problem. The first node is really easy. I'm just gonna be using these over here because we can get that Kestrel ping in there, and those summons don't matter anyways. Let's get over here and get double hits on that. And we could be using that, but in the odd case of we have to be using Moondragon in the second node, saving that, and we don't need to use that special right here. We are pretty good. So make sure in the end of the node, you just make sure that every one of your cooldowns are ready for the next one, and that's it. Yeah, depending on who the blind hits or if it hits at all, there's definitely things that can go differently in this node, but having two healers, using those pestro pings in your favor, thinking about your cooldowns at the end, killing black bolts as soon as possible, and you should be fine. Alright, but I think most have that first node sort of sorted out, but the second node is definitely a bit trickier. And I found a few things to do here that makes it at least doable for me. I definitely cannot say that this is like a sure the one-shot node for me either, but it feels like most of the time this has been a pretty good node for me. By the way, if you're wondering why the hell I have Captain Sam as a healer, I have him as a healer because of Dark Dimension 5, and I just haven't bothered to change him back to Skirmisher just yet. Alright, so let's get into this one. This definitely needs a bit more explaining, and there's high chance because of that I time out, so don't worry about that. It's mostly because I'm talking at the same time. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright, so we have Silver Surfer doing the ultimate, and of course we get heal blocked and ability blocked. If that hits Kessel, that would be perfect. I'm always starting with the basic over here because we want to kill that shield through whatever his name is as ASAP, because you don't want to get stuck behind his taunt when you need to target someone that is doing something crazy. So just try to get him down, get those disrupts and everything in him if you can. Usually we would be using the ultimate over here, but we are ability block, so that's not a no-go today. And let me see. Usually I would be using my special, but we don't have the cooldown over here, but I could be using the ultimate on Negasonic. And one thing over here is that if you're using if your Maria Hill goes before Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and you're summoning those, you don't never want to summon these, and you don't want to heal before both of those Silver Surfer and Negasonic go, because you would be stuck behind a heal block again. So we are using the heal right now because we have controlled Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And do not use your summons before you have dealt with these yellow jackets, because when yellow jackets use that ultimate, and if you have those summons in the field, they will just double tap and they will murder you. That's a fact. So please don't use them until you have get rid of these guys. At the moment, so I'm definitely going to be using the ultimate now because we couldn't use it before. One thing to notice, definitely, is to use your Sharon Carter against defense downed Silver Surfer, because this turn meter rewinds him and makes, of course, significant damage, so that's a good thing. Now I can definitely use my summons because we don't have yellow jackets in the field anymore, and they won't be double tapping. And now we of course have Magneto in the field, so we want to do something that controls him. I'm starting off with the slow, that helps a bit. Now I'm actually hitting over here just to make sure that we kill that blob and we get that extra damage from Kestrel with the defense down Silver Surfer. And hitting that basic might get that crit, and sometimes that gives you a turn meter rewind, which is always good against the Silver Surfers. Alright, so we got rid of the first Silver Surfer, that's awesome. Definitely gonna go with the special over here and keep hitting that first Silver Surfer. Now at this point, it doesn't really matter. We are so far ahead that this is looking pretty good. But I'm just going over here because I want to protect my summons, because those summons will be doing a lot of damage, not because of their own damage, but because of the defense down and Kestrel pings. Alright, if we would have like 2 AoEs at the start with both Polaris and Silver Surfer, we would definitely be getting those summons dead. So yeah, definitely protect them if you can, if there's a reason for that in these situations. Yeah, definitely gonna go with the basic over there because we can slow him down. And now again I'm going with the basic over here just to hopefully turn meter rewind and keep pinging as much as we can. And let's keep on hitting. Oh, this Sharon Carter basic is just freaking awesome in these situations. As you can see, the turn meter just turned back so much that we are way ahead at the moment. Okay, so this is a problem. We have a heal block still on Sharon Carter and ourselves, but we can heal Mariah Hill a bit if we use the special over here. I think either way this is the only time we can heal, so let's just say I'm gonna use this heal over here and at least get Mariah Hill up a bit, and hopefully we don't need to heal for the boss mode. But that's it. That's how I do it. Hopefully you got something out of this. Again, there's definitely things that can go differently on each of these nodes, and you just need to understand few of those turns and like the principles of the nodes that you can make the best out of it. In the second node, definitely remember kill that shield right guard or whatever his name is, kill him ASAP. It's just because you don't want to get stuck behind his taunt early on so that you can use your other abilities on other characters. Do not summon before those yellow jackets are down. Remember that you need to think about the heal. So if you have the chance to use your Shang-Chi, you should definitely, because your Mariah heal will be going before Teenage Negasonic Warhead, so you need to think about using your heal wisely, because if you just use that heal and that cleanse before Negasonic goes, you will be stuck again behind you will be having that heal block on you, and that's always nasty. What else? Yeah, control Magneto, make sure that he's at least has, either you kill him or you use ability block, stun or whatever, so before he can actually do that blind on you. And what else? Yes, Sharon Carter's basic on that Silver Surfer is super valuable, because turn meter rewind against those guys is like the best thing in the world. But alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please like and subscribe, you know the deal, and see you on the next video. Alrighty-o, bye!